Is worshiping God merely just about singing songs in church? Well, it's more than that. And to find out more, just keep watching. Now, the reason I do this is for many different reasons, but it serves a dual purpose. Both to show that Christians what real worship is, and so that you can have a more holistic view, but also to combat the idea that tends to pervade in atheist spaces that God is somehow a narcissist for wanting to be worshipped. So, what is a more holistic picture of what worship is? Well, let's read in Romans. Romans 12, verses 1 and 2. Therefore I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. So it's not just about singing a song in church, although there's nothing wrong with that, and that's great. The Psalms are full of things like that. But the biggest thing about this is what we saw in Romans 12. Let's take a look at Matthew chapter 5, verses 22 through 24. Therefore, if you are offering your gift at the altar, and there remember that your brother or sister has something against you, leave your gift there in front of the altar. First go and be reconciled to them, then come and offer your gift. So we can see right here that in cases where somebody has something against you, and there's some type of dispute, he would rather you reconcile with them first, then offer the gift of worship, which in those days was done in the temple. Even in the Old Testament, it says in Amos chapter 5, verses 22 through 24, even though you offer me burnt offerings and grain offerings, I will not accept them. For your peace offerings or of fattened cattle, I will have no regard. Take away from me the noise of your songs. I will not listen to the music of your harps, but let justice roll on like a river and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. Many people will try and take issue with God saying, well, he only wants worship for himself. And the truth is, yes, of course. The other gods that you could possibly worship, at best, from the Christian standpoint, don't exist, and thus you're praying to really nobody. But at worst, many times, the Bible has said that in some cases they were worshiping demonic entities, and they thought they were worshiping gods, but they weren't. And demons are, of course, God's enemy. But more than that, worship includes a way of life. If you have two different sets of commandments, like you can't worship the God of Israel as well as another god from Hinduism, because the commandments are contradictory. Not only will your lifestyle be not in line with what God wants, you will essentially be cheating. Or the prohibition against idolatry or worshiping other gods is not narcissistic any more than if you're in a monogamous relationship. They don't want you to be cheating, so no. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.